messages, Commander.
Finally back on the Normandy. The new message... if I can remember where things are. A memento aria. Okay, there's probably something up in the private room. And now I don't even know what we're doing. Okay, so there's still things to do on Omega. Okay, locate the car. Have I? I think I might have forgotten to do some things. Great. Can I go back in there? No I can't, because we're at the Citadel.
Commander?
Weirdly, I remember there being more music, more ambience last time I played. I guess that's just the weird effect of me
Commander?
not remembering things correctly.
Hello, Shepard.
Still getting used to greeting people in person?
No. I require only one occurrence to adapt to a new concept.
How are you adjusting to the arms and legs?
This body's performance seemed adequate on our last mission. But only adequate.
That's not the word I'd use to describe you.
Perhaps we should speak privately.
I guess I'll go through all the team members, see if they got something to say.
Flying the ship.
What's this about? Does Joker not like your new platform?
No, he approves. He wants me on the bridge. He says having me within visual range is important to his morale. Shepard.
Of course.
Do you believe your crew members should be allowed to disobey an order on moral grounds?
I mean, technically, the crewmates never get to do that.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
I have no use for team members who can't think for themselves. Why are you asking about something like that?
I was designed by Cerberus. I do not take moral stances that conflict with orders from my executive officers. But when Jeff removed my AI shackles, I became capable of self-modifying my core programming. I asked Jeff if he thought I should change anything now that I can. He deflected the question with humor.
And you didn't get an answer?
Correct. He has repeated this pattern in response to several of my inquiries. Do you think I should make modifications?
Yes, you should.
Only you can really answer that question. That's the point of free will.
But moral decisions should not be made in a vacuum. If I do not ask the crew for their opinion, I could miss crucial context. May I ask you the questions Jeff avoids? When there is time, will you answer them for me?
If you think it'll help, I'll do what I can.
Very well. I will keep you informed.
Okay, just looking up a scan map for Mass Effect 3. If I remember, I was trying to go for 100%, which meant finding everything across the galaxy. Or at least getting enough points that I could get all the endings.
So, Reapers don't have colonies. You can't bomb them, or you're bombing what's left of your own planet. They make their own soldiers out of our civilians. They don't have supply lines. How do you beat something like that?
I'll let you know if I think of something.
Now, anyone here? Oh, that's nice. So, we got Victus in the war room. That's about it. Don't even remember how far in the main story we are.
Yes, Commander?
I might have already talked about this in a past episode, but
Not what I imagined.
I can't remember.
The battle of all time is happening on Palaven, and I'm light years away, reading casualty reports in the millions. If I'm going to die, I want to be with my men.
I suppose my commentary is going to be mostly that. I can't remember what I'm doing.
I understand. Leaving Earth to save it. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done.
I'm not surprised. Garrus speaks highly of you. You never asked to be a leader, yet your people will die if you refuse. We find ourselves in similar circumstances. Let's hope the spirits grant us the strength to see it through.
Okay, new duties.
How is it being the Primarch?
Not what I imagined. The battle of all time is happening on Palaven.
Oh,
and
that was the wrong
light years
one.
away, reading if I'm going to die.
Relevant situation.
How are things on Palaven?
The casualty reports are staggering. The Reapers are using our own tactics against us. Destroy the enemy with overwhelming force.
I've seen the same on Earth.
The strategist in me admires their brutality. The Turian in me knows I'm watching the destruction of 15,000 years of civilization. My civilization.
I understand this is a difficult time for you, Primarch, but Earth can't survive without reinforcements.
Neither can
Can I
Palaven.
still count on your help?
If the Krogan help us on Palaven, then I give you my word.
That's all.
Of course, Commander.
Okay, so we're probably at the point of going to Chunka. There's been an update on that. Medigel, Omega Ezo Horde, and the raiding fleet has joined us. First fleet has a bunch of things happening. So I might have actually helped them, but I don't remember turning things in. So yeah, I've already got enough to meet the minimum military strength. But I'm about a third to a quarter of the way to getting all endings. Let's see, if I remember right, I've already done the Leviathan DLC. And have I done the Citadel DLC? I don't think so. Can I look at the maps for the other floors? Yes. The crew deck for Liara and Garrus. And engineering for Javik. Crew deck. It doesn't even have the loading screen of you sitting in the elevator. It's just a plain terminal. Have we lost anyone of note? None of the names stand out. Nope. That's the bar. You know what, I could just look at the map. So they are in 1 and 2. If they even want to talk to me.
Dr. Tassoni found useful information in the data you recovered, Commander.
Hello again, Shepard.
Okay, it's just... I think I've already done all these conversations,
How
but...
much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough Data survived to piece together the blueprints. Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
It's that high-tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
You brought your little helper with you?
Its name is Glyph. It helped sort through all the data that led me to the archive on Mars.
It was a pleasure to be of assistance, Doctor.
Glyph's interfaced with the data feeds. Its analytical software should come in handy.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
My
It's
neck
been
appears to have
exciting.
snapped.
The old broker's ship? Impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. Which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could.
We got away from Cerberus' ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
What kind of distraction?
Explosion?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser. I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
Can you still operate as the broker without the ship?
Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial. My network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
And Farron?
So where is Farron if you two escaped?
He convinced me he was recovered enough to work, and I do need more agents.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his last call to you, Doctor.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
So what's new?
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars?
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
Yeah, we can't even look at each other's eyes. So what are the terminals for? Right. Emails. I'm not reading them, but I'm looking through them so that I can read them later, maybe. Okay, and can buy things. Can I? Oh well. Apparently you can only choose one, maybe. I'm not really running out of ammo. You find ammo everywhere. But it's just a general 5% more damage. Oh, power recharge. I don't care. Okay, so that's what these do. They give you more bonuses. So what am I at? 5% more shields, 5% power recharge, 5% damage. Let's go through Garrus's dialogue. I can't roll. No rolling on the ship. Nope, he's on the other side.
Shepard, we're starting to think you forgot my favorite hangout.
Sorry, busy. Looks like you've managed to settle in.
After what I've been through lately, calibrating a giant gun is a vacation. Gives me something to focus on.
We're gonna need you for more than your aim.
Oh, I'm ready for it. But I'm pretty sure we'll still need giant guns. And lots of them. Sovereign didn't go down without a fight. I doubt 1,000 more of his friends will be any different. Still not convinced I should have left Palaven behind.
There was a boy back on Earth. Couldn't have been more than 6 or 7. I watched him die as the Normandy escaped the attack. Somehow I'm still alive. And he's not.
Being right about the Reapers has never felt much like a victory, has
I mean, the little boy's not going to save the universe.
Damned if the Reapers haven't delivered.
At least my government listened to me. Or pretended to. They finally gave me a task force as a token to shut me up.
So you're their expert advisor now?
Just followed your example, Shepard. Yell loud enough and someone will eventually come over to see what all the fuss is about. Not that they'll actually do anything about it.
Until hell shows up at their door. Then they put you in charge.
Not like the old days, is it? Rogue Spectre and C-Sec agents running and gunning outside the lines, making it up as we went along. We're actually respectable now.
It won't be easy.
Yeah. I have a feeling that respect comes with a lot of sleepless nights. I can't even count how many lives are depending on us, Garrus.
Well, when things are looking grim, and I'm pretty sure they will, just remember, a certain Turian friend of yours isn't sleeping any better, and he'd be more than happy to meet you at the bar and drink you under the table. Something else you want to talk about?
Let's see. So, since this was the first time we spoke,
You still had family.
I guess we haven't gone through these.
My father is there. Sister, too.
How long has it been since you heard from them?
Long enough to be worried.
Don't worry.
I'm sure they're okay.
That's the thing about getting old, Shepard. The platitudes get just as old. Pretty soon, blind hope is all we'll have left. And I hate being blind.
I know you don't have any illusions about what we're up against, Garrus. How do you rate our chances?
I know it looks bad now, but I think we can win this, Shepard. For the first time since we met, we're not alone in the fight. It's something I learned long ago in CSEC. An imminent and painful death has a way of motivating people. Instead of questioning your every word, whole civilizations are going to be begging you to save them.
After what's happened to Palaven, you still believe that?
I didn't say there wouldn't be casualties. It's something Turians are taught from birth. If just one survivor is left standing at the end of a war, then the fight was worth it. But humans want to save everyone. In this war, that's not going to happen.
Your old task force. Well,
So what's
your
this
new
Reaper
task force.
you've been running?
After what happened to you out there in Batarian space, I knew time was running out. For all of us. The Citadel Council was a dead end, so I did something I never thought I'd do. I went to my father.
He used to work for CSEC, didn't he? I seem to remember that the two of you didn't see eye to eye.
To put it mildly. But he still had heavy pull in the Turian government. The Primarch, well, the old one, was a friend of his. So I went to my father and laid out everything we knew about the Reapers, from Saren all the way to the Collector base.
One hell of a story, or he probably laughed. Question, how much respect did the father have? One hell of a story.
I'm not sure even I'd believe it.
I had to admit that parts of it sounded crazy. Meeting Vigil, talking to Sovereign on Vermeer. But my father just listened. It's what he did in his days at CSEC, putting together all the pieces. If the connections were there, he wouldn't deny them. And he saw what we always knew. The Reapers were coming.
I'm glad someone finally agreed.
He did more than agree. He took it to the Primarch.
I like his style.
Except the Primarch wasn't as convinced. My father kept pushing and finally got him to commit some token resources. And if you call them a force, it sounds like you did something about it.
Anything happen?
What did you do with it?
As much as I could get away with. And a little more. We hardened our lines of communications, expanded emergency stockpiles across the colonies, improved our early warning detection protocols.
You think it helped?
I'd like to think it bought our fleet some extra time. We'll know when this war is over.
And what about Victus? What do you think?
So you can vouch for this new Primarch?
Well, even if I couldn't, you go to war with the army you have.
Will he live up to his word?
I've never known Victus to lie. Play fast and loose with strategy, maybe, but betray an ally. Not his style. And if he did try, well, we'll just find another Primarch.
I just put you in charge.
I noticed generals saluting you, Garrus. How far down the line of succession are you these days?
Let's not go there.
Primarch Vicarian, honored war hero. Somebody's gonna have to rebuild Palaven when this is over.
Yeah, somebody who knows how to hold a hammer.
And that's it.
That's all for now, Garrus. It's damn good to have you back.
Wouldn't miss this fight for anything. Now, I'm sure somebody screwed up something down here. I want to get the old girl back in fighting shape.
Unlocked armor-piercing ammo. Apparently it's an upgrade in the medbay. Why would that be in the medbay?
Commander, may I help you?
How's our inventory of meds?
The medbay was fully stocked before you left Earth. We should be good for a long time, even given the amount of fire you take each day.
Your wrists seem a bit thin, weirdly.
Do you ever regret working for Cerberus?
We didn't work for them. We used them. If I were to feel anything, it would be guilt. We took their money, took their best people, took their best ship. We used them to defeat the Collectors, and now we are using their resources against them. So no, I don't regret it one bit.
You've never mentioned any of your family.
None to speak of, really. I'm the last of a prestigious line of medical professionals. The Alliance is my spouse, and you're all my children. I'm blessed with many close friends. But with each Alliance vessel taken, I lose one or two. We need to end this war.
I'll see you around, Doctor.
Take care, Shepard.
Alright. Stand in that table. Power bonuses. Wait. So are these things that I can buy? For something, I have no idea. Okay, those are the ability points. So yeah, armor-piercing ammo. More weapon damage. Well, 5,000. I have 147,000. Is there any reason not to buy them? Did I buy? Yeah, I bought it. I went down by 5,000. But where does that get assigned? Oh, I might have overridden my previous whatever ability I had. Damn. So that's what it is. So... slow down power use. What? Slam. It's a biotic move. Dominate. It's the organic version of my hacking. If I wanted to be able to just take over any unit on the battlefield. Flare. Lash. I kind of like the armor-piercing ammo for the moment. And I have 12 points to shove into it. More health and armor. Squad mates gain your ammo at 50% effectiveness. How far can I afford? So just these ones. I mean, giving myself another boost of health and armor. Or what does this do? It gives 50% penetration. I mean... why in the world... is that really 70 centimeters of armor penetration? And I'm going to be using this on an SMG. Which is the entire reason why I'm choosing to stick with armor piercing instead of one of the other ammo types. Or one of the other abilities. I'll have to see if I have to activate that manually or... huh. For some reason that's still free. No one in here. I think I have to go down to the next level to find the next person. But... so I need 5 points for my next upgrade on something. Ooh, the weight carry bonus. That'll give me an even more... well, either the ability to upgrade to a assault rifle or even more of a boost to my recharge. So, engineers are at 1, and 3 and 4 have people.
I have to ask, do all war reporters look so, feminine? I mean, you're made up so well.
We actually have a research department for that. They focus test looks, voice, manner.
That picture.
Really is good. Sorry, pay more attention. Solarians relate to high-pitched voices.
And Turians?
Turians are nuts. Organization of war nerds. Loyal viewers, but they write the creepiest fan mail. You know, in the old days, they didn't have automat cameras. Reporters had to cake on the makeup.
So she doesn't have anything to say, nothing to report on. But then we haven't done any main missions in a while. Javik. I'm pretty sure I spoke to you. Probably,
it
yeah.
Seems you believed Protheans built the mass relays. The Reapers are cunning in their deception, allowing life to flourish.
Edie doesn't pilot the Normandy, she is the Normandy.
No, she's a passenger in the Normandy, just like us. The ship was a spacefaring vessel before Edie even existed.
Engineer Donnelly is correct. The Normandy SR-2 was completely spaceworthy prior to my installation.
See, Edie agrees with me.
Edie's mind and the Normandy are a whole entity now. You couldn't just move the processors in the AI core to another ship.
Engineer Adams is correct. Processes that contribute to my self-awareness are spread throughout the ship.
See? Edie agrees with me.
He agrees with both of you.
Our brains couldn't have existed without our bodies.
That is a requisite from being organic. You have to look beyond that limited definition of life.
Joker pilots the Normandy. He doesn't take over Edie's body when he does that. When Edie controls the ship, she's piloting, just like Joker.
Edie doesn't pilot the Normandy, she is the Normandy.
No, she's a passenger.
Oh, it's looping.
The Normandy is a ship. Edie is a collection of processing hardware contained in that ship. Those are two separate things.
Doesn't the existence of the Reapers contradict that?
So what do you think, Edie?
Are we more than our thoughts?
I'm done. Any more of this and my head's gonna explode.
Those FBA couplings you got last tour are still holding up. Thanks again, Commander. Commander?
Power grid is in the...
Need anything, Commander?
We'll talk to the about the people. To the people about the people.
Meridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers?
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
Right, yeah, I bought every single upgrade.
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
And now the engineers.
How's Engineer Donnelly working out?
The kid's got talent. Now if he could just learn to shut his damn mouth.
Problems?
I have to get Tally back.
Donnelly is dedicated, knowledgeable, and thinks on his feet. I'm glad to have him on my team. Could use a lesson or two about respecting chain of command, but I've handled the likes of him before. No need for concern.
And
How's
Gabby.
Engineer Daniels working out?
Her, I like. She's sharp and knows propulsion theory better than most physicists I've met. And she's easy to work with, too. Always said you had an eye for talent. Good job bringing her back to the Alliance.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, sir.
And now to the next floor down. I don't think there's anyone underneath. That's Jack's space. No one goes there. Okay, anyone down here? James and Cortez. And the dog. I don't know why that dog is here.
What the hell's up with Edie?
She's found a new home, I guess.
A super hot, sexy home. You take her on a mission, I'm gonna be just a little bit distracted.
Awkward stare.
You mentioned a mission you had against the Collectors. What happened?
Pretty much what I said. Things went foobar, and I was one of the few to make it out. If you want the rest of the story, you're gonna have to get me really drunk, or...
Or what?
That's about it. Sorry, Commander. Just not interested in talking about that. Next topic?
Or beat the crap out of him.
You had a hard time leaving Earth. You still want to head back?
Hell yeah. But I get it now. It's not where I'd be most useful. Not yet, anyway.
We'll get back there.
I know. And I'll do whatever it takes to get us there, Commander.
Maybe no more shuttle crashes.
No promises now that I've gotten the taste for it.
We only have one
Besides,
left.
I like to keep Esteban on his toes.
You got family back on Earth?
Yeah, an uncle. Retired military. Got a few cousins I haven't heard from in a while.
You and your uncle close?
Yep. He was the reason I joined the Marines and was about the only good thing in my life after my mom died.
No dad?
He's there. Somewhere. But I'm not sure I'd call him family. Not anymore. I would like to find out how my uncle's doing, though.
What's you with
What's
nicknames?
With you and nicknames?
It's just my way of remembering people. Some people just don't match their names, you know? So, I just give them a new one.
So, I'm a loco, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty crazy, but the shit you've done makes me look sane.
I take it you and Lieutenant Cortez know each other.
Yeah, Esteban did a stint on Fel Prime where me and my squad were stationed. I caught up with him on Earth a few months back. He's a good guy. Just don't tell him I said so. It'll go to his head.
Well, I gotta go
talk to you
speak to Cortez.
You bet.
So, what is down here? A random space with a model freighter. Where is Cortez? There you are.
Everything okay with the shuttle?
Just double checking the inertia dampener coils. Can be twitchy in these UT-47s. But don't worry.
And that
this bird's been rock solid.
requires firing the engine?
I always see you down here working your ass off. Ever take any downtime?
I get my sleep, Commander. Flying tired is nearly worse than flying drunk.
What about your waking hours? Any R&R?
I need to keep myself busy. Otherwise, well, too much time to think.
I appreciate your dedication, but I don't want to see you burn out.
And if I remember, I have to be careful about how much I talk to this person.
So before this war,
Yes,
you must have done
stand
something to
in
relax.
the area that the engine's blasting.
Sure. I remember back when the Hawking was based out of Arcturus and I was just a fighter jock. There was this observation deck overlooking the main flight paths. You could watch every ship taxi in and out. When I was alone, I'd turn off the auditory emulators and just watch them drift by in silence.
You know, the reviews like that on the Citadel. Next time we're there,
No.
you should take some shore leave. Clear your head.
We're not going there.
I don't know. Maybe.
Your choice. I'm not
Do what you need. But it might help.
I'm not cheating on Tally.
Thanks.
Or I can't even remember whether or not who I romanced last time. I think it was Tally. Okay, I probably went through all this. Yeah. So, much more health, boost of the regeneration, and more damage and headshot damage. Procurement interface. Buy pistol and submachine gun mods and armor. Wow. Won't use it. What abilities do I currently have assigned? What mods do I have assigned, is what I meant to say. So, caliber and scope. So it's high caliber barrel and scope and recoil and velocity barrel. Okay, I can buy these. Yeah, I should start from the top and look for ones that I'm using. The Hurricane, yes. I am using the Hurricane. But will I still be using the Hurricane for a while? And this is why I was grabbing all those credits in Omega. That's fully upgraded. I think it's the Eagle is my pistol. And I should probably look at what my teammates use. That was a lot of credits. Modifications. Submachine gun and pistols. There's a power damage. Assault rifle and Medigel upgrades, there isn't any. Okay, SMG high velocity barrel. More armor piercing. But a reduction to damage. I can't even remember what mod I am using. I'll buy it, because I can't remember. Was that an improvement over what I'm currently using? So, high velocity barrel 3. Well, yeah, it was what I was using. It is an upgrade. Can I equip anything? How much? I still end... Do I want that improved? So it's sort of like if I don't take a submachine gun, but instead take an assault rifle. Or a sniper. But my pistol fills the role of a sniper. So the Hurricane 5. And Eagle 5. Wait, did I remove my mods? No. Good. Anyway, we're done on the Normandy. Now we get to find what the rest of the universe, galaxy looks like. Work out what mission we're going to.